Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
Yes.
Kwaje. We are in game week number 6. Let's talk about how the games were. Maybe I'm a very happy girl. And I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Mwende and I'm just a girl. And then I let Prats introduce himself and to Linus.
Yes, so I go by Prats, the melanin god. Keep it locked.
My name is Linus. Manchester United was my business, so don't ask me why I'm not wearing Manchester United. Yes, it will. I think it's been a very depressing week.
Oh, it has for them Amorim people.
And we love to see it.
And last but not least,
I go by S and welcome back.
I hope you're enjoying our podcast, our videos. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, and we really, really appreciate the love and the support. So, game week number 6 drum rolls. As a Ghana, I'm a very happy girl. I didn't watch the game, but I just saw the highlights, and I was really, really happy. And I let Pratt start, and yeah, let's talk about it.
Well, I cannot contain my excitement, Maze. Liverpool lost.
Liverpool lost.
And Arsenal won.
And Manchester lost.
And
My predictions were right.
I mean, like, it was a very interesting weekend, especially for Arsenal fans. And seeing all our rival clubs lose their matches. And our fans, their fans crying like Linus. He can't even wear his jersey. Mbona ako embarrassed.
And it's so
embarrassed.
You know, I understand where Ace is coming from, but it's so embarrassing that Linus supports the system for Amorim. Like literally, even when Rooney said
Proudly.
himself, he's worried for Manchester United.
Jitete.
I always say this.
See it.
I've been saying it for the longest time possible. This is the time to suffer.
Then
Wewe bana, huyu jamaa alisema
We'll be relegated.
the last time he spoke he said we will suffer. At the end of the season he said the bad days are over. Now the good days are good days gone. Huyu jamaa wako.
For him, he expected that now. Continue. So, what I was saying is, that's the problem. So, when I look at the former players going to the media and saying, this guy should go, this guy should go, this guy should go. The problem is this. When you are given a job to manage a team, you failed. That is Wayne Rooney, you failed. When, what is his name? Gary Neville was given a chance to manage a team, Valencia, he failed. So, don't go sit there on a seat and start saying how somebody should be doing, And you, when you're given a chance, you never did anything. All you have done is you have been a failure. So, please...
But
be humble.
calling Rooney a failure is there.
No.
as a coach, as a player.
As a coach.
Okay.
As a coach,
yeah,
justified.
you can judge
Exactly. I'm not calling him a failure as a player. He's one of the best.
But he's right to be worried because his
Yes,
kids
you
are
can-
in the academy.
you
He
can be.
said, I am worried for my kids because if this is the direction my club takes, where will I
Then
take my
we're
kids?
in deep shit.
But you see, this is a problem for me. I think sometimes we want cosmetic surgery here and there. We want to fix a small issue here, we fix another issue here, we fix another issue here. Then we see massive, everything is good. But then another rainfall comes, everything start leaking again. So that's the problem. For me, I feel we need an open heart surgery. So we bring in next summer, most likely we might see players like Shaw going. We might see players like maybe Maguire taking a very small role in the team. We might see player like Bruno going. We might see players like Casemiro going. So if we can be able to get rid of at least another 5 players out of this team, that's still good progress. Because if our aim is just to, start saying, okay, this season we want to get Champions League, we just want to make some minor cosmetic here and get to the Champions League, then start building again. You cannot start building from that floor and say, okay, we are at that floor, let's start building again. Then we get to at least 4th floor. Then you say, okay, the previous constructor was not doing well. Let's bring another one. We start building again. That's not a building. It's not going to have the same direction. So we need to start from beginning, from foundation. Let's start from the foundation. Say, okay, we have bought a couple of good players. The players we have bought, they are good players. Now let's also bring in another roads of good players within the Premier League. Let's not buy from La Liga. Let's not buy from Serie A. So many players. Let's buy some good players within the Premier League. Let's build a good foundation with a good set of players that can be able to work within the system. Within the system, where we are going to continue with this system or we are going to have a new manager, I don't mind. But the key idea is let's not lose focus because we have lost 3 games within six matches. I think.
But the performance also, it's just not about losing. It's also
for
about
me,
the performance.
let me say it like this. According to the performance that I watched that game, because I watched the game, I don't really. I'm disappointed with the kind of goals we conceded.
But for how long would that be the story?
Not because of the way we played, but rather the types of goals we conceded. Because if you look at the first goal, just one long ball from the midfield all the way to the striker goal. You look at the second one, another long ball, they fail to clear it to the header. Delete fails to clear it to the header, goal. Then we go 90-something minutes. We are trying to score at least one goal to make it maybe 2-2. We lose some possession, then counter quickly. So the kind of goals we consider they were very poor. But the problem is within the first 20 minutes, we did not do anything much.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Within the first 20 minutes, we did not do anything much. But from when he scored our first goal, we got a little bit of possession and we tried to, get the second goal, get the second goal. But again, you see, Bruno decided, you know what? But
It wasn't his day. It wasn't his day.
He was. I also feel. I don't know. What do you feel about this? Do you think it's time we get another player to play to take the pen?
Mbeumo, I mean. Mbeumo is
Because
a
at
good
the
Mbeumo is there.
moment, I was looking at some statistics. Since Bruno came, he has lost 6 penalty, the highest of any player
And he's
within the
lost
Premier
2
League
now.
within that time.
But how many has he
He's
scored?
scored a lot.
He has scored a lot. I'm not.
In his
but
career,
within-
he's taken 68 penalties in his career. He's scored 61. That is a very high success rate. So, if your team Amorim, so you can't crucify a player for a little bit of failure when your manager is already failing.
This is the thing. Within the season, this is the second penalty he has missed. So meaning that there's something mentally that is a little bit off.
Actually,
That's what I feel.
I think it's
There is a little bit something mentally that's a little bit off because the Bruno I knew previously when it comes to pen, I was always confident. I wasn't even looking at the screen. I knew that was always a goal. When I used to watch previous games, when Ronaldo came in, I think when Ronaldo came in, I saw a bit of pressure because that's when he missed the penalty against Aston Villa. Then from there, he was taken off penalty. It was given to Ronaldo. So I don't know if he's experiencing the same kind of pressure right now within the team or
maybe
I don't
it's
know.
because he wants the team to perform and he's like, I am the only one who can carry this team on my back. Because Cunha is just back from an injury. Sesko is not that ready yet. Mbeumo is, he's coming into a new team. So Bruno is like shouldering the burden. And maybe that's too much. He's the captain, he's the penalty taker, he's the main creator. Maybe
player.
it's becoming too much on him.
That's why I'm asking. Do you feel it's time that at least we try to remove some of those burdens on him to give it to somebody else?
No, I don't think so. I'll back him till the end because he's that good.
Okay.
He's a class
It's
player.
just it's something I was thinking when I saw that he missed that penalty and I was like, I don't know. Although even the keeper is a good keeper either way because I think out of the 6 penalty he has faced, he has saved at least
Keller
3.
has saved, yeah.
So I don't know. He's so good, but I think even the penalty wasn't that great either way.
Yeah, it was a bad penalty.
But anyway, Manchester United will keep suffering. This is not going to end anytime soon.
I don't think
my problem, I just want to say this. My problem with Amorim is not the coach himself or the system he plays. Okay, I hate the back three shit. It's so bad.
There's a lot to hate about the back
It's the
three.
worst system I've ever seen. I've seen terrible ones. Sean Dyke's 4-4-2, it's bad. But 3-4-3 is the worst of them. Like 3 at the
don't like
back.
it. We don't like
I
it.
hate it.
You don't like it.
And then we are not seeing a performance that is encouraging at all. And then some of these players, Dalo should go, Shaw should go, Maguire is a little bit old.
You see what you're saying. You see what you're saying. That's
I'm saying
that's the
if
same
he
point.
starts to,
That's the same
if
point.
he makes this team perform or show us that it can work, there is no, like, hakuna hata ile virus ya it can work. It is not working. You win this one,
You lose
you
the
can
next.
place
Yeah,
your money
it's-
on that we are losing the next. So we might get beaten on this weekend.
On Sunday.
Then we'll show up
Is
against
this on
Liverpool.
Sunday or
I
Saturday?
think you're playing on Saturday.
That's the problem. Like, hakuna consistency. It's not working. You can't change a thing.
You can't win
That's the
back-to-back
problem.
matches,
If
like-
if it was at least working, then I'd be like, okay, get him his players, and then we can see. But then it's not working. You're not changing anything, and that is what we define as madness. Doing the same thing every time and expecting different things. Are you mad or are you stupid or are you both?
To be fairly honest, I kind of side with Ace, because to be fairly honest, it's repetitive mistakes over and over and over and over again. The season will end and we'll still complain about. I feel like to be honestly speaking, Amorim is the problem, because you cannot see the spade in his own eye. Like, we know where the problem is. Manchester United is really suffering, even with the players that you've bought. Like, I don't think that's the Manchester. What do I say? Even I'm lacking words.
Standards or something.
Standards, you know. He is the problem. So when Linus is talking about cosmetic surgery, we already know where the root cause of the problem. You know, let's just be realistic. We know where the root cause of the problem is, because ever since the season began, it's the same shit. And now he's even. I saw
It's
today in the
getting
morning.
worse.
It's getting worse. And I saw in the morning he was like, there's something that he said he doesn't know where this is going or something. You are the problem. You cannot tell me that the players are the problem. Your system is not working. If A is not working, try B, C, D. You know. So,
You know, for me-
with excuses. Oh, he's strategic.
I saw somewhere that he said, someone said that Amorim is so passionate and he knows how to speak to the media that he might have bluffed his way
Literally.
into a job by now.
Have you ever
like nimse wa PR.
Alafu, he's the type of people who, like, he PR and people who say, oh, I want to be like this, but there's no action. I feel like he just talks, walking
He's a
like you
performative-
talk it.
it's like your performative
faith with no
boyfriend.
action is dead. Yeah, exactly.
He's a performative boyfriend.
performative
and this
boyfriend.
toxic.
And
Like,
it
you
is
know
very
what?
toxic.
I could have. I should
But
have,
I didn't.
I did
Coulda,
it,
shoulda,
but I
woulda.
will.
For me, I do feel. I do feel in there is a lot of blame to be placed on him. That I cannot deny. There's a lot of blame should be placed on him, because for me, if I'm looking at his setup, honestly speaking, if I'm looking at the way the team looks like, and if the way he setups, to be fairly honest, Bruno is, if he wants that team to be successful within that setup, Bruno is not part of that team, unfortunately, because what Bruno excels at
Is
is
nowhere
not
near the first,
is
first
is
third,
not is
the
nowhere
second, third.
near within the setup, the way he set up his team. There is no way where it's more, it will be more of like him compromising on the way he plays within the system to be able to bring in Bruno, and that's what he's trying to do right now.
It's not just Bruno.
It's
Let's not
like-
just
I'm
place
not-
it on
I'm
Bruno.
not-
Even Ahmad is
you know,
struggling in that system.
No, honestly, yes.
Ahmad is not performing as he used to
For this
anymore.
season, yes. Last season he did well within the system, but for this season, I'm not blaming Bruno for like being Bruno. It's just the profile of player he is. The profile of player he is, and the role he is being assigned to at the moment, I don't feel they marry in any way.
They don't
If
gel.
you look at the tens, the type of tens he plays with, Bruno does not fit even those tens. So it's it's more of like you have a very brilliant player here. You need to put him somewhere. But within the setup of your team, he doesn't fit somewhere perfectly as a glove. You have to try to adjust this area to be able to fit him. And that's a problem. And that's fucking him up. Because if you look at one, If you look at the game against Fulham, Bruno. If you look at the game against City, the first goal, Foden goal, Bruno is not tracking.
But then who do you blame here?
The coach.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I cannot blame Bruno because it's not Bruno's fault. It's not his fault that he is being assigned a role that he is not used to doing, and previously he has not done it in a very long time. So it's the coach. That's why I'm saying the blame goes to who? The coach. And because you have a very brilliant player here who by the name Bruno, yes, but within your system, he does not fit perfectly. He does not fit in a way whereby you can say, okay, now this is a perfect place for him. So you have to find him a position whereby you're putting him, but again, he's costing you goals. Because if you look
because imagine, to put it into context, imagine you guys had Odegaard receiving from your centre backs. At this time, you have 3 centre backs. That is even worse.
And it wouldn't be logical at all.
And then you have your wing back who can't cross for shit as the last line. That is Dogu. I don't hate Dogu, by the way. He's a good player, but
Marassia is back.
Even
anyway,
Calafiri is better.
I think we've had enough
comes
of Man
to-
United. We might
to
lose
draws.
this weekend. Let's just go to the other games because
Amorim out.
It's time.
So
It's
that's
time,
It's time, man.
It's-
Honestly
either
speaking,
he goes-
I don't feel
or
he's
he
going to
goes.
go anytime soon.
it's either he goes or he performs.
okay. So
I
one
don't feel he's
question.
going in
Linus,
Because
one
for how long have
question.
you been saying performance?
One question.
This is a lineup.
Do you see Amorim staying at Man U as long as Arteta stayed at Man U?
You should tell these guys it's Manchester United or
Man
Man
U.
United.
Yeah,
Man
Man U,
United.
Whatever.
Man U, I don't know who that is.
I'm used to calling Man
it's
United
not
Man
U,
U.
it's Manchester United or Man United.
Okay, so vile mnataka kujiita
Potato,
mtajiita
potato,
hivyo.
anyway, processing.
So I'm asking, do you see Amorim staying as long as Arteta has stayed at Arsenal?
Depends.
It's just a yes or a no question.
It's
a
not a yes or
no-brainer.
no question. It depends.
On what?
If he can be able to string up some good performance between now and January, and he gets a midfielder, I feel yes. If he doesn't,
He
string
might
up,
go by November.
if he doesn't, then I really feel sorry for him because I feel it's going to catch up to him very soon. Right now, there is a lot of media starting to point out the next replacement should be Xavi. The next replacement should be right now. Today I was seeing.
Which might happen.
It says Fabregas. Another one I was saying. Yeah.
Fabregas can't go to Man United.
Why?
If the deal is good, he can.
Why?
He will be another Amorim. He will be another Amorim.
But you see,
I prefer you
right
get
now,
an elite coach right
Like-
now, not
right
someone
now,
who
you
is
see-
still trying.
I think what is happening right now within Manchester United and within this board we have, they're not looking for like the finished article. They're not looking
But
for
they
the
should
Hollywood manager. I feel they're looking for managers, young managers with good potential.
Who will grow with the team?
Yeah.
But then I think Amorim, his profile was good, but the
Yeah.
fact that it is not working is his only downfall because his profile, he's hard-headed enough to root out the problems. So if he gets it
stubborn
working,
enough.
yeah, that's all good.
It's a
But
good trait.
unless it starts working, then
But we
because
see
you
it's
can't
not
get
working.
away with
But
it
for me,
that long.
I feel this is what I feel. I feel we should not sack him until summer.
I've seen
Until summer.
some reports that
That's the whole.
Until
That's the whole
Ratcliffe
season.
might give him the whole season, but then the pressure will be too much if he doesn't start working.
It's all right. It's all right.
Soon.
For me, for me, you remember Ragnick? Ragnick from January to the summer never
Okay,
worked.
let
Never
me
worked.
tell you something.
Never worked.
Rangnick
But
played the longer over Rashford. That is not a manager who I can back. I don't deny that I love
understand.
Rashford.
I understand. If
Other
you look
games
at
are back
if you look at
Rashford.
what has happened
Actually,
afterwards,
he's
Toscana
doing-
tore.
if you look at what has happened afterwards, right now,
But it's happened.
if you look at what has happened afterwards, it's better you play a player with a good attitude of a player who is skilled enough, can be a good, but has very poor attitude. It's going to automatically affect the team.
And that's
going
what
to happen.
Arteta also did when he came to
That's
Arsenal.
what is going to happen, and that's what
Removing the
is.
Obama.
If you look at
if you
it
start
has
with
happened.
that,
It
then
has boiled
you
back.
start,
You
start
look at it.
selling
Rashford had after
Garnacho.
Ragnick. Rashford had only one other good season in Manchester United. He
I
came
can tell
back.
you why.
Ten Hag came, had a very good season in Ten Hag. Then all of a sudden, the next season,
Ten Hag started playing him as a touchline winger. The season that he had a very good season. He was not playing that wide. You don't put someone with that tech in shooting. Unaona vile anachezea baka.
Yeah.
He's closer to goal. And then you put him as a touchline winger kama dog.
Will not work.
You want him to dribble 10 players.
bro, if you look at
Anyway.
it, if you look at even Ten Hag's system, he was not
which
given.
was shit. Okay.
But you see, this is a problem. How is it that each and every manager who comes to Manchester United, who had very good setup,
His problem was he
let me
wouldn't
commit.
commit.
Let me
He was
finish.
too afraid.
Let me
It's either
finish.
you commit or you
Let me
don't.
finish. We have had how many managers since Fergie?
Around 7.
Were they good managers?
Some of them.
They were-
Some of them were shit.
They won
Luis Van
trophies
Gaal-
from their previous.
Luis Van
clubs.
Gaal was a good manager.
Okay, Van Gaal.
Van Gaal is-
Still good.
Uh-huh. Mourinho was not terrible.
Okay, he did a good job.
He was not terrible. Ten Hag at Ajax was not terrible. Amorim at Sporting was not terrible.
Moyes was terrible.
Different leagues.
I have not mentioned Moyes. But you see, all those managers, tell me, why is it that all of them have failed at Manchester United? Because it's the environment that is bad. It's not
I
just the
also
manager,
think that
it's the environment.
that the job
If you
is
look-
too big.
If you look at it right now,
too big.
yes, the job is too big. And the environment is not even helping. Because at the moment, right now, look at it, what is happening. Amorim has just had like 3 terrible games. And people
Not
already...
3.
It's
No, no,
been
I'm
the
talking
whole
about-
season.
I'm talking about this
34.
season. I'm talking about this season.
No, no, no.
Forget about last season.
No,
Even
no,
put
check how
last
many
season.
games he's played. 34 and how many points?
For
The
a
list.
statistics that
The
will help
statistics
you.
is not working.
Since he came in,
Yeah.
he's had the worst form of any
Other
manager.
court. Yeah, any.
Like,
it was
kama
bad.
Tebo tuki-extract time alikuja up to now, we are at the bottom.
Literally.
Like hapo chini kabisa.
Like
Chini
ni
ya teams
pabaya,
zilikuwa
bro.
relegated.
It's all right.
Literally.
Yeah, Lipabaya, bro.
To how
Eh,
he reminded-
You can't defend this coach.
I understand that. I
Give him
understand
time,
that.
but you can't defend him.
I understand that, but I'm saying, if you look at it this way, look at the last 3 games. We have started terribly for the last 3 games, okay? But what is happening? Media is already piling on him.
Which that should be the case. It's Manchester
no.
United.
Yes, but you see, that's what I'm
Let me
talking
tell
about.
you why.
The environment.
Let me tell you
The
why.
environment.
Because
And what
it's
is
the
going to
biggest
happen?
club
And
in
what's going
England.
to happen?
Why are you
Let's say-
talking about it when we lost at the weekend? Because it's the biggest club.
I
Everyone
have no
wants
problem
it to
with
be
that.
back.
But all I'm saying is the environment, it's a pressure cooker. The environment itself, it's a pressure cooker.
Then you
So,
win.
if,
But that's what you get if your club is the biggest in England. Like,
Yes.
are you
That's what you
expecting?
expect.
Are you expecting that there's gonna be less
I
noise?
don't think
Tom
you guys, you
Literally.
guys,
At all, they lost. You did well. You did
you
well.
guys,
Amorim. You
you
did
guys,
good.
you're not understanding my point of view.
You
Your point
don't
is-
want to understand.
I understand.
Let's be realistic.
That's why I'm saying the environment is very, very. It's a pressure cooker because it's the biggest club in England, and this is going to happen. So automatically, if you're a manager who is not stubborn enough, you're not going to be
So
successful.
either,
Because each and
let
every
me tell
time,
you something.
each
It's
and every
either
time,
you become
listen,
a potato
listen,
or an egg. If you're boiled hard enough, it's either you become hard or mash. So amue. It's either you become a potato
That's
or
why.
an
That's
egg.
why. That's why.
Potato.
You see, if you look at what happened with Ten Hag, he came in. How many games? 4 games in, he had to change the system because it wasn't working. Because the pressure was too much.
But then, let me tell you something with Ten Hag.
But let me finish.
Okay,
But
Lisa.
if you stuck to his guns, it's better you lose a game. It's better you lose your game your way than you just, people tell you go right, you go right. People tell
What
you
if
go
you
left,
go
you go
right
left.
and you start winning some games?
Then after you win some games for 2, 3, 4 games, then what happens?
Vile najijua niko na kiburi, I'm not the type of person to say I'd rather lose the battle and then win the war. I'd rather win
You have
the
to find
battle
a way
and the
to
war.
win. You have
I'll
to
win
find a
both.
way. You have to find
What
a
do
way
you
to
mean
win.
that-
At the moment,
Yeah, because you
moment,
can't tell me
at
that what you're saying that Amorim he's hard-headed. Da, da, da. As much as you're hard-headed and there's no results, like like why are you then there?
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
you know. When he signed for Manchester United, he knew that he knew the pressure that he was going to find, right? And if you can't keep at it,
Sometimes you might assume you know.
No, you shouldn't know.
he should
Ten Hag
know
went
because
through
it's the
hell.
biggest club in England.
Yeah, you should know. You should know.
You might find yourself in a position
No,
where
you
you're
shouldn't.
thinking, damn, I'm the eighth. I'm the eighth thing. I can do this shit. Then
Yeah.
you get there, you're like,
Honestly,
oh,
it's like
fuck.
telling me vying for presidency. I'm gonna find a bed of roses. I
How?
know the pressure that it's gonna come and shit me in the ass.
exactly.
You understand?
You
so
assume you
Amorim,
know.
no, it's not. You see, and
You
that's the
assume
thing.
you know.
No.
But sometimes
We
you
cannot
assume
talk
you know
about
things,
assumption, and
but-
he's an experienced coach. We cannot talk about assumption
He's
over
had a
here.
year. on the job.
Literally, he's had a year, and you
Right
know
now
you're
he's
going
feeling it.
that you're working for the
He's
biggest
feeling it.
club in England. You have to keep up,
What
and
did
if you
you
cannot keep up,
expect?
you get out. So you can't tell me that the media is piling. For me, that is utter bullshit. It's either you march towards the standards of the club or you get the fuck out. Because right now Amorim is not doing anything.
Yes,
we
that's true.
cannot call a spade a spade. You know.
He should learn.
His system
It's
is not
terrible. I'm not
listen,
saying it's not terrible.
Yeah,
And
listen, it's the same way.
I
It's the
think
same.
you guys, you need to understand. The bottom line for me is this. It's going to be terrible.
For how long?
It's going to be
Until
terrible.
you're
That's the
relegated.
question.
And I keep
Listen,
saying this
listen,
thing. You guys
listen,
will be
listen.
relegated.
We can't-
Listen,
hiyo
listen.
ndio
Okay.
tusidanganye.
Listen.
With Amorim, you will.
We can't.
Okay,
let
wait
me
and
say
see.
this.
The system is just not working for Manchester United. We can go in circles, but like the point is still there. There's nothing that he's doing. His system is not working.
Arsenal-
And let me tell you, I respect.
Arsenal
Wait,
fans,
let me
you should know
talk.
these things.
Don't talk about Arsenal because the topic here is Manchester United. I have mad respect for this team. It has been it is one of the best. But honestly, having a coach like that who's making you guys spiral, that's the most diabolical shit. And then the thing is,
It's like having a sick therapist.
it's like having a therapist who's going on that who's depressed. Like it doesn't make sense. And you telling me that he's supporting the
I'm
system of
supporting the
Amorim.
coach.
It's like telling me you're supporting the Kenyan government. Like make it make sense.
Nah, the Kenyan government is terrible.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
guys, thank you so much.
No.
No.
Yes, thank you.
I want to say these things.
Manchester United are
Arsenal
failures
fans, for
besides
Arsenal
him.
fans,
He
for
should
us-
be the coach for Manu. The
Yes.
I
Manchester
promise you,
United.
if you give me that team, we are winning at least 30 or
Back to
40
back, yeah.
games.
At least back to
At
back.
least back to back. Especially kama ni Arsenal, then Chelsea, then Liverpool, then Man City.
Wait, I'm
winning them
not
all.
talking good for you to talk shit about my team.
Same.
I'm not
I'm like,
talking shit about you.
But you see,
bye guys, bye
You know,
guys.
you know,
bye,
you know,
guys.
you know.
bye guys. Thank you so much. It was good.
this one-
Please
It was
follow,
fun.
like,
Before the
subscribe.
Bye,
See you on the
bye,
next
bye,
episode. Bye.